Hi, my name is Katie, and I'll be presenting my Forest Theater project for the Collab Fab Spring 2013 studio set in Forks. The concept of my building was the curiosity and mystery of a forest clearing. As one walks through the forest and sees light shining through, the trees become silhouetted against the rays of light, and you can see the immense light shining up ahead in this clearing, this space that you can sense is there, and the curiosity that's sparked from wanting to know what's really going on in that clearing, as well as the mystery that's had with this. I wanted to bring that sense into the Oddfellows Hall. The original Oddfellows Hall of 1910 in Forks was at the edge of the forest, and at that time when they looked out of those windows, they would have gotten a sense of this light effect. They would have looked out into the trees and had the sense of mystery present. So evoking that historical sense in this new building is important to the project. As you can see in this diagram, the building structure is wrapped in a wooden screen system that would be made of wood and glass to give this sense, as well as then a canopy butterfly roof set on top of that. I began with doing facade studies of the traditional pre-existing facade with this large front window that was very important to the main street in Forks, as it was a landmark of the street and was present in all historical photographs of the town. The way the design evolved was that this traditional facade was set inside of this wooden screen, so that at night, as an event is going on, and you can see in this perspective, this large front window and kind of the ghost of this historical facade would shine out from behind the trees, giving the sense of a clearing, of an event, of history going on inside of this building, really drawing people of the town in for events. Looking at the lower floor plan, the lobby is set central in the building on the northern side as you enter through two commercial spaces to reach it. The secondary rentable space is set in the upper right-hand corner, the northeastern corner of the building, also tucked into this wooden screen. As you can see in the perspective to the right, the screen is very present, creating a very warm, well-lit space for the lobby. And the dashed lines in the plan show double-height spaces that connect up to the upper gathering area, really acoustically connecting the events above with the lobby below to draw you up these stairs into the activity above. The upper floor, as you come up the stairs, you come into a gathering space that's set between the theater space and then the work or kind of secondary space. The secondary workspace can be completely opened up with sliding walls to allow the whole floor to be used for one event, such as if there's a wedding and the main celebrations in this theater event space. The secondary space could really serve as an area for refreshments. The theater space you approach across this kind of catwalk between the two double height spaces into this larger theater space that opens up with the raised ceiling. There are balconies on either side that open up for ventilation in the warmer months. The dashed lines in the upper floor plan show skylights up through the ceiling above to bring daylight down into the upper floor spaces. Light is really important in this building to create a very warm, well-lit, daylit space where during the day you can feel like you're outside even if you're inside. Here's a diagram looking at the double height and skylit spaces as light would come in and reflect down into the double height spaces. The double height space exists at the valley of the butterfly roof, signaling that transition from one raised space to the other. You can see this better in the section perspective, as that's central in the butterfly roof with event spaces and secondary spaces opening up to either side. Finally, I'll end with model photos from a quarter scale model looking at the interior fields and the lighting of the interior during late afternoon lighting as light comes through at a southwestern angle. And you can see built-in bench seating like there was before. as well as the effect that light has on the texture of this screen. I really wanted to celebrate the texture and the raw three-dimensionality that timber brings. Timber is so important to the town of Forks. I wanted to really celebrate that. Finally, as you can see, this traditional interior feel that would be very familiar when you're inside in the new building. And then just the street facade. And that's all. Thank you very much.